I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruity activities, karma kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. Do not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank you everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam. May I know who all have joined the call this morning. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण राधा प्यारी माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय This is Ravindax Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvind Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my most humble obeisance and all to the devotees, Bhakti Anugraha. I am mostly from India. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Mataji, I couldn't hear you. What is your name, Mataji?
Mosum.
Mosam. Hare Krishna Mosam Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyari Mataji, done by Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Vrinda from Atlanta. So happy to see you doing so many seva in Baltimore Temple, Shri Radha Madhav.
Hare Krishna, Randa Gopika Mataji, Dandavad Pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyari Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji,
This is
please
Krishna
accept.
Kumari Devidasi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Nice to meet Mataji.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinta Gandharika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. This is Sundarangi Radha Devidasi from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shyama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna Shyama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Mataji, we can start the recording. Thank you, Mataji. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are fortunate to have His Holiness Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan Swami Maharaj to enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 7th canto, 15th chapter, 65 verse onwards. First, I would like to hand over call to Sundarangi Radha Mataji for brief introduction of Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Mataji, I would like to hand over call to Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, Mataji. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are so fortunate to have His Holiness Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan Swami Maharaj as our speaker today. Maharaj was born in Philippines. Maharaj is a senior disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. He joined ISKCON in the year 1984 in Toronto, Canada. When Maharaj was 14 years old, he started to get curious about spirituality, and that's when he came in touch with Srila Prabhupada's books. When Maharaj got more and more interest in Prabhupada's books, he insisted his mother to get him Bhagavad Gita. However, he was not able to receive Gita that time by mail due to some reason. But when he moved to Canada in 1980, he could successfully get his first Bhagavad Gita by mail from LA. When Maharaj was in Toronto in 1984, he visited a temple and never left ISKCON temple after that. He started to live in temple on rent rather than staying outside, and that's how Maharaj got involved in temple services. Maharaj is a part of the Management Executive Council and temple president of ISKCON Vrindavan. Maharaj is an excellent kirtaner. He traveled with His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj all over the world to preach Krishna consciousness. And he continues preaching in Delhi, Vrindavan, and Philippines. Hare Krishna Mataji, this was a brief introduction about today's speaker. Thank you
so much, Mataji. Beautiful introduction. Mataji, I couldn't see Maharaj was joined. We can do chanting, Mataji, until Maharaj joins. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanavad Pranam, always to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. I would like to hand over call to Maharaj. Thank you for joining the call. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Bol. Thank you also for your kindness. I was just asked by Shamagori Mataji about 7 hours ago. I was not expecting that you're inviting me is so sudden, and it's very difficult to say no. But in the future, I will never come to this program if you were treating me like this. It's I have many things to do as well, but here we are right now. So what can I do? I hope that you don't treat me like this. It's too much for me. But nevertheless, I'll do my duty. And Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Maharaj.
Please forgive us, Maharaj. Anant Koti Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gopinath ki jai. Eagerly waiting your association.
So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 15, Text 65. Ma Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Shrimati Gopal Krishna Goswami Termini. Prabhupada Susaitam Yapatra Charan Kirvan Sadhu Gatpate Namo. Ma Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Simate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Itiname. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavati Paschatya Deshatarine Omajnana Timirandasya Gyanangyana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tatati Swapadam Tikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakanditam Shah Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gope Sagopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 15, the instructions for civilized human beings. Text 65. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, again, let me see from my notes here. 7, 15, 65. Atmajaya sutadinam anyesam sarvadehinam yatsvarta kamayor aikyam drabhyadvaitam tad uchate. Atmajaya sutadinam anyesam sarvadehinam yatsvarta kamayor aikyam drabhyadvaitam tad uchate. Word for word meaning, Atma, of oneself, Jaya, wife, Shuta Adina, and children, Anyesam, of one's relatives, etc. Sarva Dehinam, of all other living entities, yat whatever swa-artha kamayo of one's ultimate goal and benefit, aikyam, oneness, dravya advaitam, oneness of interest, tat uchate, it is called. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When the ultimate goal and interest of one's self, one's wife, one's children, one's relatives, and all other embodied living beings is one, this is called Dravya Advaita. Dravya Advaita, or oneness of interest. Purport. The actual interest of all living entities, indeed the goal of life, is to return home back to Godhead. This is the interest of one's self, one's wife, one's children, one's disciples, and one's friends, relatives, countrymen, and all humanity. The Krishna consciousness movement can give directions for management by which everyone can partake in Krishna conscious activities and reach the goal, which is known as Swarta Gatim. This objective of everyone's interest is Vishnu, but because people do not know this, Natividu Swarta Gatim hi Vishnu, from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 31, they're making various plans by which to fulfill so many concocted interests in life. The Krishna consciousness movement is trying to bring everyone to the highest interest. The process may be differently named, but if the aim is one, people should follow it to achieve the ultimate goal in life. Unfortunately, people are thinking of different interests, and blind leaders are misleading them. Everyone is trying to reach the goal of complete happiness materially because people do not know what complete happiness is. They are materially diverted toward different interests. Atmajaya sutadhinam anyesang sarva tehinam yat swarta kamayor aikyam davyadvaitam tad uchate. It's a very important verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam explaining what is the real self-interest of the living entity. The living entity has been traveling since time immemorial. So many species of life in different universes, not just within this universe, but also in different universes, from different species of life, birth after birth. And somehow or other, the desires to enjoy or to be happy is always there. Prabhupada says this is the desire of the living entity to be happy. But somehow their interest or desires have been diverted into material pursuit. Especially the modern society, they present countless pursuits for wealth, relationships, power, knowledge, and even religious aspirations. When I say religious aspirations, even the pursuit to become one with the Brahman effulgence of the Supreme Lord. So each is promising fulfillment. It is promising how to be fully satisfied. He's fulfilling, but this immense material progress, still humanity becomes unsatisfied, and mostly they're restless. They cannot be focused. So this happiness that the living entity is searching for is misplaced, as Prabhupada pointed out in the purport and quoted from the 7th canto. Natividu swartagatim hi Vishnu. They do not know that the main purpose of human form of life is to know Vishnu, to understand Vishnu, to realize that the goal of life is to go back home, back to Godhead, to attain Krishna Prema. So Srila Prabhupada repeatedly emphasized that the living entity's ultimate happiness is in serving Krishna. That is where we will find ultimate happiness in life. And this is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adopshaji ahaituki apatihata yayatma shupashidati, which means first canto, chapter 2, text number 6. The supreme occupation or dharma for all humanity is that by which man can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. So the true self, that means the living entity, every living entity, the true self-interest is Bhakti Yoga. This is Jaiva Dharma. This is the eternal service of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. So our identity must be understood first and foremost, that we are not this body, we're spirit souls. And this is the first teachings in the Bhagavad Gita. Dehinosmin yata dehe komaram yovanam jara tata dihantara prapti dhiras tatra namuyate. And Prabhupada clearly emphasized this in practically 90% lectures. You're not this body, you're spirit souls. And this is our illusion, to think that we are this body. Therefore, we cannot be fully satisfied if we focus on this impermanent material element that we are embodied. We say my body because it is temporary. Right now we're in this human form of life. But we're not this body. Next life, Prabhupada said, can you guarantee that you're going to be in human form of life again next life? There is no guarantee. So a self-realized soul is not bewildered by such a change. It's like we change our cloth every day, or our bodies keep on changing. According to medical science, we change the complete cells of our body every 12 years. From birth to 12 years old and 24, 36, 48, 60. We always keep on changing. So the soul similarly passes to another body. But Prabhupada says, to know that one is not this body, as a spirit soul, is not enough. It's not enough. You have to understand also the function of the soul. What is the duty of the soul? The duty of the soul is to serve the Supreme Lord. Even those who wish to merge into the Brahman effulgence, Sayuja Mukti, they also understood that they're not this body. How can you merge to this Brahman effulgence, spirit? itself. If you're not spirit soul, yet first you have to understand. But that is not for the devotees. That is not our interest. Our interest is to be with Krishna eternally, to be with him, to serve with him, along with his eternal associates in the spiritual world. So this is the natural position of every living entities in relation to Krishna. As Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Jivera Swarup Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. This is our constitutional position, nature, to be the eternal servant of Krishna. And so all of us, this is our original state. But somehow we have forgotten. Prabhupada says, we have forgotten our relationship with Krishna. Just like it became covered up. By what? By the material modes of nature, having come in contact with the material energy. These different modes of nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance, covered up. So when the soul forgets Krishna and tries to enjoy separately, suffering begins. As soon as we plan to materially be happy, either with our family, friends, or loved ones, relatives, then misery starts. Misery starts. This is illusion. And therefore, the material world offers many attractive engagements for all of us. Where are they? Or what are they? It says through career, wealth, and possessions, relationships, family, and prestige, and sensory pleasures and entertainment. But ultimately, because all of these are temporary, they are unsatisfying. Cannot fully satisfy the living entity because they're all material. They are impermanent. They come and go. And therefore, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, text 22, Yehi samsparsaja bhoga dukha yanaya evate adi antavanta konteya nateshu ramate buddha. Which means an intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. Yes, we want to enjoy the sense objects with our senses. And therefore, that's why the soul cannot be fully satisfied. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise do not delight in them. So how this materialistic pursuit leads to unhappiness or sufferings? Three of them. Anxiety, number one, where fear of losing wealth, status, and relationships. That's why even most wealthiest person in this world is always full of bodyguards. Family always been guarded, afraid that someone may attack them anytime. The wealth will be fully guarded. It'll be put into a big safe. It is impenetrable. It cannot be able to take it out. What to say of status? Everyone is in anxiety of one's status, one's position. No one will take it away from them. They're also frustrated because temporary pleasures never fully satisfy the heart. Always frustrated. It's like greed is always there. Prabhupada says a greedy person, you can give the entire universe, still is be greedy, is not satisfied. And therefore, As long as we have unfulfilled desires or interest, we will take birth again and again and again. And there are as many 8,400,000 species of life. There are also 8,400,000 different desires one can have. And at the time of death, whatever we desire, that will be fulfilled. Prabhupada says, even if you desire for one gulab jamun, you have to come back for that gulab jamun next life. Therefore, our desire is only to attain lotus feet and take shelter of Lord Krishna. So many examples from the scriptures given to illustrate that these different personalities in the initial stage, they have different desires, but it's been transformed. Just like Dhruva Maharaj, he has material desire. He wants to have a kingdom better than his father or his grandfather, Lord Brahma. Dhruva Maharaj is very famous. Whenever Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur will give a discourse, he will mainly speaks on two topics, two examples, two great personalities in the Srimad Bhagavatam. One of them is Dhruva Maharaj and the other one is Prahlad Maharaj. Because of their example, so great, we should follow in their footsteps. So Dhruva Maharaj has this desire because he was forbidden to sit on the lap of his father, King Uttanapad, by his stepmother, Suruchi. And therefore, he wants to revenge on this. He wants to get back. And therefore, his mother, Suniti, told him that if you want to solve your problem, then you can go to the forest. I've heard in the forest you can have darshan of Lord Vishnu, and he'll be able to find a solution for your problem. So just imagine a 5-year-old boy. How can he survive in the forest full of wild animals? Very dangerous. But nevertheless, as a Satriya, he was very, very determined. So he has intense desire, and that Narad Muni tested him. Narad Muni told him, oh, what is your purpose? Why you're here? Just a young boy. Can you imagine a 5-year-old boy? I'm sure many of you who are grihastas probably have a child who has been in that age, 5 years old. It's completely, he needs a lot of help. But Dhruva Maharaj, he was determined to attain that. And Narad Muni tested him, and he passed the test, Dhruva Maharaj, so he gave him the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So he went to the forest and he performed severe austerities. Eventually, Lord Vishnu became satisfied and pleased with his tapasya, penance, sacrifice, austerity, that he was asked for a boon. But then Dhruva Maharaj says, no, I don't want anything else. Having darshan of you, from the 4th canto, chapter 9, text 10, he says, Stana vilasi tapasi stitoham twang praptavang deva munindra guyam kachang bichinbang apdivyaratnam swaming kitartosmi varang nayache. My dear Lord, I was searching for a piece of broken glass, but instead I have found the most valuable jewel. Therefore, I am fully satisfied and do not wish to ask any benediction from you. So from here, we can learn from the life of Dhruva Maharaj that material desires, no matter how intense, will ultimately be superseded by the higher taste of bhakti. Bhakti supersedes everything. That even bhakti says is greater than Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is the greatest, but Lord Krishna becomes subjugated. He would rather be treated like in a subordinate way by his devotees. It's not that the devotees became superior than him, but because of the love of the devotees. So he wants to fulfill the desire of his devotees. And he wants to please his devotees. Bhaktavatsala. Yes, by engaging in devotional service, we realize that our real interest is to serve Krishna. So this is the real interest. We may have family, friends, relatives, and so on, as mentioned in the verse, but our interest should be that Krishna be in the center, in the forefront, a priority. So in this way, everyone who is with us or who have connection with us, they also become fully satisfied. And if they cannot be satisfied, what can we do? They're going to learn the hard way, and ultimately later on, they will also surrender to Lord Krishna. Our real interest is to serve Krishna, not to acquire temporary positions or possessions. And how we can apply this in our daily life. Instead of focusing on career, wealth, or status as life's ultimate goal, we should see them as secondary and temporary. That's all right. We can aspire to have a good position also career-wise, or we can have aspire to have a lot of wealth, but we have to use them for Krishna's service. Otherwise, that will bind us. It'll create more karma. That will be the result of our more and more sufferings in this material world. So we better be careful though, okay? Don't be enamored by this flickering happiness. False pleasures. I met many devotees all over the world when I travel, and they become caught up with this. They spend more time in working. They didn't have time practically with their family members. Because they thinking, oh, this is for the future of my family. Whatever I'm doing is for the pleasure, ultimately, of my family. But no. I know somebody, they've been working for so many years in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi can make a lot of money. He's been there for like almost 40 years. And I asked him, why are you still here? You should have been retired long time ago. Oh, I have to please my brother. I have to please my family. He's suffering so much, but he cannot do anything about it. It's like in a prison. It's like in a jail. Cannot get out of it. When is he gonna get out of it? There's no end to that. But luckily he has Krishna, but at the same time he doesn't have so much time because he's getting old. We should be always engaged in chanting the holy names and serve Lord Krishna. This will bring us greater satisfaction than material accomplishments. Another example, Gajendra. These are the examples in the Srimad Bhagavatam. He is a king. He is a king of the elephants now. Oh, he was king also before. He was a very powerful elephant. And he's enjoying in the heavenly planets, heavenly garden. But one day he was caught by a crocodile while bathing in a lake surrounded by many she-elephants. So despite his immense strength, he struggled for thousands of years but could not escape because he was in a wrong environment. He may be the king of the forest, not the lion. The king of the forest actually is the elephant because of the strength and huge body. He became exhausted being in the wrong environment, and no more material power to save him. But then eventually Gajendra surrendered completely, and he remembered because before he was a king and he was worshiping Lord Vishnu as well. This is the benediction that one derives by performing bhakti, worshiping the Lord, serving devotees, that somehow in the future lives, if they're not able to make it, then they'll be able to remember. So he remembered Lord Vishnu, and says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 3, Text 8 and 10, Nanyang tod asya saranang brahmato nupasye, ye yang nijanu babata prabhavanti pumsa, dukani amusya sukha, yati agavanti janma, stanani rupaguna karma vibhakta kale. I have no one else to turn to but you. Gajendra Stuti, that means his prayers. O Lord, all living beings are wandering in the cycle of birth and death. Due to your will only, you can rescue them. So hearing Gajendra's sincere prayers, Lord Vishnu personally appeared, saved him from the crocodile, and granted him spiritual liberation. With a chakra, Lord Vishnu, it was used to cut the head of the crocodile. So what we learn from Gajendra's life, no material enjoyment can fully satisfy us, no matter how luxurious. Even Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, this is the enemy also of everyone to aspire for luxurious things. So there's a tendency, especially the Grihastas, because they have this license for sense enjoyment. It will only ultimately leads to one's suffering. Real self-interest is not in bodily strength or power, but in seeking refuge in Krishna. That is a real self-interest. That is the only self-interest of the living entity. Sincere surrender attracts the immediate mercy of the Lord. So when faced with difficulties, instead of relying on material solutions alone, we should immediately take shelter of Krishna through prayers, kirtan, and devotional service. So here, the immediate solution to this, if we're faced with many difficulties. I'm sure all of us face that. No one is exempted. Difficulties, reversals, unwanted expectations. We're expecting something more favorable to us, but then unfavorable things happen to us. So we don't have any other recourse except immediately take shelter of Krishna. The name of Krishna is more powerful than any effort of our own. Most powerful. Another example is Vasudev Datta in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He's the pinnacle of compassion. He asked Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to transfer all the sins of all the living entities within this universe unto him, so they can be freed and they'll attain liberation. He doesn't mind going to hell by having all the sins of the living entities be transferred unto him. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, actually, your heart is greater than mine. You have such an exalted desire. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, just by you simply desiring to have all the living entities be liberated. Actually, I have already delivered all the living entities. So a real self-interest is not selfish pleasure or even personal salvation. That this is very high. This is very, very exalted. Prabhupada says to save the whole world is great. Great. But greater than that is first to save yourself. After one's being saved by following the process of sadhana bhakti, and eventually the highest essence of bhakti is compassion. To also help others to go back home, back to Godhead. So for those devotees who are on that level, they will go out of the way to help others become inspired to go back to the original abode, back home, back to Godhead. That is real self-interest. He does not think of his own liberation, but prays for the well-being of others. Now, this is very, very rare. Great personalities are like this, like Srila Prabhupada. Haridas Thakur also. Prahlad Maharaj as well. Vasudev Dutt. Or even Jesus Christ, for that matter. So instead of seeking for one's personal gain, we should help others come to Krishna consciousness. So this is the goal of the Krishna consciousness movement. As Srila Prabhupada mentions in the purport, that this is the movement that ultimately, Prabhupada says, there will be a time in the history of the world that the Krishna consciousness movement will be the one who will save humanity from being barbarians. Barbarians, barbarians means uncivilized. We don't live in a civilized society nowadays. This is backwards because they don't teach the science of the soul. They don't teach the goal of life. They teach how you become materially prosperous, how to live longer, but now there are more diseases than ever. They cannot control war. They cannot control famine. They cannot control natural calamities. This is the sign of the ages. The only way how we can go against the current of Kali Yuga is to be engaged in Sankirtan. This is the greatest boon that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to us. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the mood of a devotee, specifically that of Srimati Radharani. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought with him Vrindavan. In every Kali Yuga, the means of deliverance is Sankirtan, Yuga Dharma, Sankirtan. But our Kali Yuga is very special because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes only in once in 1 day of Lord Brahma. That means 1,000 Kali Yugas. And in this 1,000 Kali Yugas, Divya Yugas, 999 Kali Yugas, the expansion of Lord Vishnu would come. And only Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the one who's giving Braja Prem. The other 999, Vaikuntha Prem. So we have this very, very wonderful opportunity and privilege if we follow the instructions coming from the disciplic succession, Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, being engaged in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission by preaching, distributing books, and sharing Krishna's glories, be able to fulfill our true purpose. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Rupa Goswami in this way also, that our real self-interest is to cultivate the creeper of bhakti through the process of devotional service. That verse, Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavanji Guru Krishna Pasati Bhai Bhakti Lata Bij. So we have this Bhakti Lata within our heart. It's been implanted. It's already there, but then it just have to be like it's like a spark that needs to be fanned. And our spiritual master opened our eyes with the torch of knowledge. With this knowledge, we'll be able to cut our material attachments. We'll be able to help us clearly see who we are, what is the purpose of human form of life, who is Krishna, what is my relationship with him. And the plant has to be watered by hearing and chanting. And one must be very careful as well. It's like here, I'm outside, so we have a lot of plants here. I'll show you. This is it. I'm outside, that's why I'm showing it to you. There's so many plants here, but we have to be also like a perfect gardener, a good gardener. Must be not let the unwanted weeds to grow near the plant, the creeper, so that the creeper will be healthy and ultimately it'll penetrate the universe and take shelter unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord in the spiritual world. So yes, we should be careful that these material desires that will grow, as long as we have this body, material desires will always be there. We're reading this morning in during the announcement that a devotee is like a tortoise. The tortoise can withdraw different limbs. Tortoise knew that he is in danger. So similarly, a devotee should know how to withdraw the senses from the propensity to enjoy the sense objects. And ultimately, this is what Prabhupada says. Letter to Himavati Dasi, 23rd of March, 1968. Ultimately, we have to learn how to say no to Maya. Everyone, not just the sannyasis or the brahmacharis, the grihastas as well. You have to learn how to say no to Maya to reach that goal, to attain that real self-interest, to go back home, back to Godhead. Otherwise, it'll prolong our stay in this material world, and therefore, we'll not be able to become fully satisfied. Atmaram. So the real goal of life is to not to chase about material fortunes. We should always seeking the association of devotees and hear from them, hear from the spiritual authorities, to receive knowledge. This is the life's greatest fortune. We should protect this treasure by avoiding material distractions. So I'm very thankful that you invited me to this discussion today. that I hope I'm able to give you some insights of the real self-interest, which is devotional service. Real self-interest of everyone is eternal service to Krishna. Material life is temporary and full of suffering. Pure devotion is the highest goal of life. Applying bhakti in our daily life transforms ordinary activities into spiritual progress. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments? Are you still there or I'm somewhere? Haribo, there is a
Hare Krishna.
hand here. Subramanian, are you still there or I'm just talking
Yes,
here?
yes,
You're
yes,
not
yes, yes,
listening.
Maharaj. Actually, my name is Sukhakar Krishnadas. I forgot to change the material name. Sukhakar Krishnadas. Sorry, Maharaj. It was
Car. Looks like you're on
yes.
top of the world.
I'm at the bottom of the world. Thanks to hear such a
Yes, you
wonderful,
are. You're on the top.
wonderful lecture. It was
Any
so
question?
nice, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. Now the question is, you told that our self-interest is to go back home, back to Godhead, and also save the other souls, Jeev Daya, to help others. But you told first
That's
you
the
save.
highest, yeah.
But you told first you save yourself before you save others. So
Shave yourself first. Shave.
shame is already there. But saving,
Okay.
yeah. So you also told
Yes.
Prabhupada just told that first you save yourself and save yourself,
Yeah.
both. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
what happens in the spiritual life? We are going through so many problems coming, unexpectedly. It may be the previous karmas coming, I don't know what. How to face that? Then you just become crushed. It can be false ego, it may be problem, it may be financial. How to become stronger in the circumstances when you're going through a very, very tough period. Intention
you're
was
not
good,
the only one.
but
Yeah.
somehow it's being understood wrongly and you're being kicked left, right, and center. So how to not become crushed out, but to again stand up. You will say to chant, but still the mind is also having so much of tensions and all. So wanted to know how to.
Yeah. Well, as we mentioned also, that we may have so many challenges in life. We may have so many failures, expecting something which is not favorable happening to us. We should see this as test of Lord Krishna. This is like challenge. The more you advance in Krishna consciousness, the more challenges you will have that Maya is offering to you. This is to make you sure that you will have no other recourse except to, again, take shelter of Lord Krishna. Taking shelter of Lord Krishna means taking shelter of his pure representative, following their instructions. If somehow this is happening, this is normal. Look at the challenges that the Pandavas had. Our challenges compared to the Pandavas is like, like a molecule, very small compared to their sufferings and reversals in life. So we should be strong. You have to have a strong sadhana. What time you get up in the morning?
3 o'clock.
Great. So what do? You do your sadhana or?
I do my chanting for 2 hours. Then I give Bhagavatam class. Then I go out for some book distribution. The whole day I'm a retired person only. But still, there are a lot of things which you do in a good intention, but somehow the devotee is finding fault and you are... so should I take it as a test in my life that yes, Krishna want to test me?
Yeah, the dogs may bark, but the caravan goes on. You know that? So many
Yes.
maybe finding faults or criticizing. You don't worry. You pray for them.
Or is it right to pray to Krishna that please take me back home? I'm really tired of this life. Is it wrong or?
Yeah, to pray to go back home, back to Godhead. That is our aspiration. That's what we do. Yeah.
But can we pray to get it faster, or it's wrong? It is to just leave it to Krishna.
Yeah,
And,
to get out of this material world
just
immediately. That is our goal. That is our goal. But others, they will pray, oh, I want to serve many, many more years. Both are correct.
Vasudev Datta. I can't think of Vasudev Datta, how he taught, give me all the sins.
Yeah, both are correct. It depends on your mood. But we will go back to Godhead when Krishna is most pleased. Yeah, it is not up to us. It's up to Krishna. We'll do our part. It says we should do our best and let Krishna do the rest.
But how to love him the most, how to attract him, and how to see that we are going in a mood of him.
You are doing it already every day. Just be patient. When your time is up, you'll go back home, back to Godhead.
But the prarabdha karma is there, no? That some old things, it has to come and
do what you have to do. Krishna only wants to see.
Is Krishna also waiting to see us, or we are waiting to see him? Is it both way, two-way traffic?
I think Maharaj got frozen, Prabhuji. Yeah, we have to wait. Like the license.
It got frozen.
Yeah, I think maybe Maharaj will join back.
Come back.
Yeah, let's see.
Sing bhajan, Prabhuji. It's been so long.
Sri Radha Bhave Rebe Gauravatar. Hare Krishna Naam Gaura Korilo Prochar. Vasudev Ghosh Bole Kori Jodo Hath. Jai Gaur Shri Krishna Shri Jagannath. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachira Nandan. Tribhuvani Kore Jar Charana Bandhan. Nila Chale Shankh Chakra Gada Padmadhar. Nadia Nagare Danda Kamandalukar. Keho Bole Puro Be Ravan Bodhila. Golokir Vaibhav Leela Prakash Kurila. Sri Radha Bhavi Ribe Gauravatar. Hare Krishna Naam Gaura Kurilo Prochar. Vasudev Ghosh Bole Kuri Jodo Hath. Jai Gaur Shri Krishna Shri Jagannath. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
my dear
Maharaj
sir.
is back.
My dear sir, I already answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Please bless me that I get somehow fast Krishna Prem. I want to go back. I don't want to suffer in the material world. I want to go back. Please, Maharaj.
Preach more. You want to go back soon? You have to preach more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Next question.
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
There is a question in the chat box. Mataji, please read that.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my most humble obeisances. How to rise Sankalpa Shakti for self. Example, like I listen, Sankalpa Shakti means when you just say, I will not eat outside, I will not. So, how to raise this power?
How to what?
Mataji.
So you do
Want
it.
me
Prabhupada
repeat?
was, listen, I think I understand your question. When Prabhupada says how to become humble, Prabhupada says, be humble. You have to do it. So if you want to take a vow, then you do it. Be strong. Am I correct?
Yes, Maharaj, the question was like that only. Taking a vow and how to be strong on that. Yeah.
So you associate with those devotees who are stronger than you.
So
If
the
you're
question was
surrounded,
how to not eat outside, how to take the sankalpa to eat.
they don't eat outside.
But if you are hungry
It's like,
there,
listen, sir, an Ekadasi, do you eat grains?
no,
Why? Why you don't eat grains on Ekadasi?
it's sinful. It's
That's
against the
right.
scriptures. Yeah.
That is right. So it's the same thing. You eat outside, you eat the karma of those people who cook. Even
But emergency is out and he's in the work and
sir,
he's
you are not gonna die. You buy fruits in the shopping center. You go to Whole Foods store or Trader Joe's. You go and buy your fruits there, or milk, or some soya drink, or are you gonna die?
No.
So I know some devotees, many devotees here, they don't eat anything outside.
Yes.
You want to go back home, back to Godhead? Okay, you go eat outside as much as you like. Huh? You go eat outside, no problem. You go back to Godhead soon. This is what you
No.
want, isn't it? So
You can never go.
what is your desire? It's a question of what is your desire that you will do accordingly. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. Is there anybody have any questions?
Anything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hare Krishna
Hey.
Maharaj. Hare Krishna Maharaj. I just wanted to ask forgiveness. Please come back to our forum again. We would like to take your association again and again. We would love to hear from you. Please come back, Maharaj. Please. Sorry for all the offenses. Hare Krishna.
Next
Hare
time,
Krishna.
no.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for your wonderful association and your time. But next time I will definitely inform you in advance because this time I thought you will be available or not. So that's why I was just checking with you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Okay.
So
Goodbye.
sorry, Maharaj. We need your blessings and we need your association, Maharaj. Please come next time, Maharaj. We will intimate before only. If nobody have any questions, with your permission, we can end the call here, Maharaj.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for enlightening class today. We are very grateful to you. We look forward to your association again and again in the future. Let's pray our obeisance to Maharaj. Vanchakalpatarubhesha
Sindhubeneva
Patitanam Manobhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namaha.
Mantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada
Hare
ki
Krishna.
jai. His Holiness
Yes,
Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan
Janardhan
Swami
Swami
Maharaj ki
Maharaj ki
jai.
jai.
Gauranga,
Maharaj Dandavat Pranam.
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Hari Hari Bol.
Nityananda, Gauranga.
Thank you
जय जय
everyone
श्री
for
राधे
joining.
श्याम
We'll
सबको
meet
मिले
again
वृंदावन
tomorrow.
का
Hare Krishna.
गोवर्धन गिरधारी लाल की जय
Hare
मायापुर नबी
Krishna.
धन की जय
Jai.
जगन्नाथ धाम की
Jai.
जय हो थैंक यू जय
Hari
जय
Bol.
Jai.
Hari Bol.